Hey there! Today we're just going to be playing some 30-minute rapid chess, and let's just get right into the video. Alright, first game going in, probably the only game of this video actually, because this might be a long one. We're playing against, we've seen this flag before, it's the Indian flag. That's a common one to play against. We're just going standard, opening here, knight to f3. Looking for some Roy Lopez. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but that's how I say it. So I can play the bishop out. That's my favorite way to open the game. But he just backs his pawn up. So we'll just go ahead, develop the knight. Get a strong space in the center here. And he reversed it on me. Okay. And that's not good because I don't have the advantage of being able to develop both bishops anymore. How you doing standard Roy Lopez? So I need to figure out how to counter that. I'll take. Why not? Okay, he's doing it on both sides. I do not want my pawns to be doubly doubled up. Oh, brutal. This guy's good. This guy's good. So let's see how he reacts to this. If he plays queen here, it's defended. What can I even do here? Bishop here would not be defended. If I push the pawn again, the queen just take... Oh no. Okay, let's do this. Defended by the bishop. So now the queen has to get out of here somehow, and it'll be really uncomfortable for this person. D-Bach 2. Okay, I saw that as a possible move. I'm not sure where to go from here. We're going to check the king, and that should allow us to take this bishop now. Unless, I don't know, is there any way? I guess this would block that, but then I would just recheck. So we're in a really good spot right now. This person came out very aggressive. It kind of caught me off guard. This bishop is a little overloaded. I would like to fix that. But there's no great way to do so right now. Okay, yeah. Saw that coming. Just recheck. Then I can still take the bishop. Or I could potentially play the queen here, pressure this rook, which I would love. But getting rid of both bishops would be huge for me because I fall into a lot of checks or checkmates where the bishop is kind of far away, just playing across like this. And I forget that it's there, and then they trap me with a rook. Okay. Yeah, that's good. We're doing good right now. Then, yep, knight gets taken, but I came out on top there, so I'm not complaining. Taking back doesn't do a whole ton for me. But this does. Now I'm pressuring this rook, I'm pressuring this knight, I'm pressuring this pawn. If the knight moves out, something like this, then I pressure this rook here, and that's another check, meaning that I can then take this pawn or this pawn. Takes away his right to castle unless he plays the queen back, which would be fine. I really want this queen out of here though, so that way I can take this pawn and not face any consequences. Maybe I could play the rook out here, then take here, and that would open up the queen just for a possible checkmate if this knight wasn't here anymore. But this is a 30-minute game, so I can slow it down. You know, I'm up by almost 2 minutes on this person now. And I think, you know, a 30-minute timer is long enough to get a checkmate. What does that accomplish? Queen can't do anything too fancy still. Queen can't take this pawn. So I'm just gonna take the rook. I don't think I get punished for that. And then this would be a check on the king, which would be awesome. To be a good chance to pull my rook out and do what I was talking about earlier. This bishop also, if I push the pawn, play the bishop here, that protects the queen from a lot. And perhaps even before checking the king, I can develop just boom, or I mean just boom, 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 checkmate. Let's see what this guy's thinking. The queen has yet to move. My back line is well defended. You know, this bishop's guarding here, here. This rook might have been a good move. We'll see. It was a good move. Because there, I can't possibly... Of course, I'll slide the king. Whoops. I'll slide the king, then I'll play the pawn here because it's protected by the bishop. And the queen wouldn't be able to go here, here. Yep. Alright, pressure the queen. I'm guessing he's trying to develop his rook out by moving that knight. Don't think that's a fantastic move or anything, just because that really slows his game down. I didn't even realize I'm going against a... Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Free queen. Am I missing something? I hope I'm not missing something. I'll just slide the king again. No real reason to offer any trades or anything like that. I could also play bishop here to kind of mess these pieces up. And the only real response, I guess, would be pawn to pressure, but then... Or actually, the only real move after that would be this or this, depending on what file he wants to sit on. I'm assuming he wants this piece to stay on D file, and that is perfect, because I wanted to pressure this anyway, so great. And then if he wants the rook to stay on the D file and he plays here, then queen takes here. So this is a masterful game so far, I would say. I'm very happy with how this has gone. And that was a blunder. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Bad move. Okay, and we win by resignation. So because that was so quick, we're going to do a game review just to extend the video a little bit. So that was a pretty solid game. I'm happy with how it played out. I think I did pretty well. And thanks for watching. Have a good one.